All right. Now, so we're going to do a little math. Okay, common, core, state, standards. That's what CCSS is, okay? The standards are what you're supposed to learn and be able to do. There's a whole list for grade 4, and actually grades kindergarten through 12, okay? So common, core, state, standards. What's the 4 for? Yeah, grade 4, exactly, okay? OA is operations, so math operations like multiply, divide, add, and subtract. And algebraic thinking. Algebra, exactly. Good connection to the language, all right? Algebra is just solving problems when you don't have all the information, and we're going to do some algebra today. Point 2 is just the second one, okay? All right, again, have a reading problem, then let's get the reading understood. Yes? I don't think you have to today, no. But I just want to let you know how to read that, okay? Certainly you can add that if you like. All right, do these arrays look familiar?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, repeat after me. 2 times 4 equals 8.
2 times 4 equals 8.
4 times 2 equals 8.
4 times 2 equals 8.
8 divided by 2 equals 4.
8 divided by 2 equals 4.
And 8 divided by 4 equals 2.
8 divided by 4 equals 2.
All this together is a fact
Family.
Excellent, a fact family, okay? Now, notice, okay, everybody's looking. Your job right now is just to look. No pencils, no paper. Yes, you know, when we give pencils and papers, teachers like myself, we always need to remind each other or ourselves in the classroom what to do. So exactly what you're doing now is just looking. The side of 2 and the side of 4 are pink. The side of 4 and the side of 2 are pink. Pink is factors. The answer in blue is the product. Okay? So factors are the numbers you multiply, right? The product is the answer. Why are both numbers in pink? Does anybody know? Because with division, my colors are different. Why can I have both factors in pink? 6 people think they know. I want 10. Why am I able to do both factors in pink? If you're not looking up here, you should be because you're thinking. Okay? I think I got my 10 now. All right, excellent. I forget if I call on a boy last or girl last, so I'm going to start with my young man right here. I call on Justin last, that's probably correct actually. So I owe 2 girls in a row in a moment. Yes? Why can both be pink?
Because those are our fact family.
Okay, they're part of the fact family, that's true, but there's something about multiplication that allows us to have both sides pink. Yes? There's 3 parts. There's 2 parts here. Both are factors. Both are factors, so they're both pink. They're interchangeable. You can do them in either order. You can have 2 rows of 4 or 4 rows of 2. 2 times 4 or 4 times 2, either way. So they're both pink. Because it doesn't matter which order you put them in. What's 2 plus 1? 3. What's 1 plus 2? 3. Yeah, those add-ins, the numbers that you add, you can switch them around. So it doesn't matter which goes first. So that's why they're both pink. Now, going back to my friend over here. She says you have the divisor in green, the dividend in blue, and the quotient in red. Okay, fact family. Okay, and we can do it the other way too. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. This is a resource. When we do our math together, you need to use this as a resource. This is a pattern you can follow. Okay? All right. Now, I can try and teach you some more problems on the board, but I'm going to go for it on pieces of paper here. We'll see how we go. Now, there's 4 on this side, and there's 4 on the back that look very similar. Okay? The front side has numbers. The back side does not. Your name goes on the front side. Okay? Do we have paper distributors here?
Yeah.
Paper passer outers? Come help me, please. Okay, name goes with what side? That has the numbers. Would you please begin and read the first 2 problems? You have a paper, name on the paper, and read the first two problems. So, you're gonna do three things. Your attention please this way. Eyes on me. How many fingers? How many fingers now? How about now? Okay. Step one, now listen. Step one, read the Mr. Gonzalez problem. Step two, circle the important information, usually that's connected to the numbers, and underline the question. Okay. Lastly, I want you to ask your partner about any word you don't understand. Okay? So there might be some talking. If there's no talking, that means you do not have a reading problem and you understand. But if there's talking, you have a reading problem and you're getting help from a partner. Okay? So read, circle and underline, ask a partner if you have a reading problem. And that could also be me too. Questions? You may not solve quite yet, but if you want to solve it in your head without writing, you can. Okay, but don't do that quite yet. I don't want any writing on this yet. Okay? Read, circle and underline, ask the partner if you have a reading problem. Okay, go. I've had 5 people ask me questions. That is excellent. If you think you're done, you can do the same thing to the second problem. If you're ahead of me, because I'm still waiting for a few people to finish, you can go on to the second problem. Underline and circle. What are we going to do? Now, if you're ready for the third one, because I'm not ready, sure. All right, underline the question. Yeah, you keep going, I guess. Looking like some people are finding some success in the first steps. Yeah, why not? I've only had 2 reading problems so far. Okay, your attention without pencils. No color marker. No color marker. Okay, I haven't done this with you yet. You all, well, actually 3 of you need this. Show me hands free. Yeah, that means that I don't want to see anything in your hands.
I'm trying to.
No more. Time is up. Hands free? Yes? Okay. All right, hands down now. All right. I would like to recognize that you are taking your learning from last week, last year, whenever you were doing your reading and math and writing and circling and underline, and you're applying it to this lesson. Well done. Okay? So a lot of you are like, oh, I don't know about math. You're doing math right now. You've been doing it for over a half hour. Congratulations. Okay? Second, I like to recognize that this lesson includes some math, but a lot of other information. And you're being very patient. And you're listening when you need to. You're talking to your partners when you need to. Okay? And that makes teaching a lot more easily done because I have cooperation. So thank you for that. Now, solving word problems. Step 1. I need to make sure that you don't have a reading problem. So, Mr. Gonzalez prepares to teach a lesson with 24 students. What does prepare mean?
Get ready.
To get ready, okay? Thanks for that. Let's raise our hands next time. Mr. Gonzalez is getting ready to teach a lesson with 24 students. He has all the chairs he needs and knows that he will have 4 rows of chairs. So I have all my chairs, and I know I'm going to have 4 rows. But my question is, read with me everybody, how many chairs will be in each row? Okay? So, we know that you circled, what did you circle? 24 students? And you circled 4 rows?
Yes.
And you underlined how many chairs will be in each row?
Yes.
Okay, if you did those things, if your paper looks just about like mine, you might have circled a little bit more words. If yours looks like that, I want you to give yourself 2 points. Okay.
I didn't even circle it.
Then circle it and give yourself 2 points. This problem, math problem, requires drawing. Okay? Some of you can do this in your head, but this math problem requires drawing. So let us draw. How many rows will I have?
4.
4. So I'm hoping that somewhere, somehow, you had a line, at least 4 lines. somehow, okay? Or maybe you had lots of dashes, okay? You have to, somewhere on your paper, have 4 rows of something, okay? Because that's how many it is. Now,
Wait a second.
you can copy, you can watch for a minute. Actually, let's just do that. Let's watch. So what I'm going to do is I have 4 rows. Here's my 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? There's my 4 rows. Actually, I'm going to make this even clearer. Because I don't want... We'll do my 4 rows right here. Okay? Now, I make this a box. Because when I have an array, I can use my array, my box, to solve these problems. I can figure out how to divide or multiply to figure out the sides of my box, my array. Okay? So if I have a 4 here, what's my total number of students? Total number of chairs? I'm going to have 24 somehow. Right? Okay. Now, what side don't I know? I don't know the top side, do I? I don't know how many are in each row. There's my question mark. So, if I have 2 pieces of information, I can multiply or I can divide. In this case, I have a 4 and a blank. If I have a 4 and a blank, can I multiply?
No.
No. Because my factors, my pink factors are missing. I can only multiply when I know the size. So what am I going to have to do?
Divide.
To divide. I know my quotient. I know my dividend. Sorry. I know my divisor. I need my quotient. Okay? So we're going to take my total, 24, and put it in the dividing sign. I take my divisor, and what's my quotient become? 24 divided by 4 is? 6. Okay? Is 6. Now, I'm going to do this one more time, and I need better attention. If you know this, your job is to make sure you can speak like me. If you don't know this, you're watching to learn. Pencils down. Eyes on me, please. Here we go. I have my 4 rows, so I know one side of my rectangle. I don't know how many are each row, so I cannot multiply to find my answer. I know how many chairs, 24. That tells me I'm going to need to divide with my drawing. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Cover that up. What's 6 times 4?
24.
There it is. Okay, so now that I have my 2 sides, I can multiply. Okay? Now, what I need to do right now is I need to check your work. You're either going to copy this or do it your way. Okay? And I need to check it. If you believe that you have this answer, you may go on to number 2. All right? Listen up. Copy or do your own work. When you're done, go on to number 2. Okay, here we go. Okay, I want the drawing too, not just the numbers. Make that box with the rows, please. Okay, you got circles and groups. Good. No, let me check number 2. Raise your hand. I'll come and check number 2 first. So, time out, everybody. Attention here, please. What color marker? How about this one?
Green.
How about this one? How about this one?
Green.
Okay, we're taking a time out because I need to make sure you understand something. Yeah, everybody turn to me, please. Hands free. It's tough, huh? You're still working and I call the time out. I know. It's not easy sometimes. Okay. This lesson is about learning to decide whether you're going to multiply or divide and draw to show your thinking. Okay? You have to draw to show your thinking. There's that part of it. You can also do the numbers, okay? But the key piece here is we want to make sure you can draw. Because the final problem today, whatever the time is, oh, there it is, okay? The final problem today might be something with huge numbers, which you can't do in your head all the time. You have to learn the drawing part, okay? All right, back to work for the 30 seconds or so, and then I have to stop you. If you're done with number 1, you may go on to number 2, and include the drawing, please. If you have a reading problem, let me know. Okay, I'm going to stop and we need to check our work. Okay? There's a few things I need to make sure you understand about numbers 1 and 2. Okay? So, turn your paper over, please. Pencils on top of the paper. Number 1, there's a couple things I need to point out. What is this word right here? Rows. Okay? Rows go across. If the if the problem asks for rows, I need a line across. Okay? This is not a row. What is this?
A circle.
It's a circle. Okay? That's not a row. Circles are a way to solve the problem. Thank you. Circles are a way to solve the problem, but in the end, your picture needs to be rows. Okay? All right, number 2. Remember my daughter drew on that poster over there?
Yeah.
Okay, her name is Holly. Okay? So Holly is playing Legos. She has 16 Lego people in all. How many Lego people?
16.
She wants to line up her friends' Lego people in 2 rows. What kind of people? The friends' Legos. You know the friends' Legos? Yeah, okay. She has 2 rows of those. And her Ninjago people in 2 more rows. How many rows total then? 4. Thank you. A few of us, including me, made a mistake. Because we read 2 rows and 2 rows, and we've said 2 rows. But it says 2 more rows. How many Lego people will there be in each row?
4.
Okay, I don't know. Let's find out. Please begin number 2.
That's the only answer.
If you haven't done number 2, you're doing number 2. If you've done number 2, you're raising your hand so I can check your work. Okay, so you're starting number 2. You are fixing number 2. Excellent. You are, okay, good. Okay, where's your rows? Draw me your rows somewhere, and then you're good. Okay, yes. I'm going to do the problem. Let's see if you're correct. Okay, here we go. She has 16 Lego people in all. I'm going to circle that. Oh, by the way, here I am starting, and I don't have everybody's attention. Hands free. Somebody did hands free and had something in their hand. Okay, so your job right now is to watch. You're watching my paper and make sure it looks like your paper. If it doesn't look like your paper, fix your paper. Okay? Fix your paper. Alright, I have 16 Lego people in all. I have 2 rows, and I have 2 more rows of my Lego people. I have to answer the question, how many Lego people are there in each row? Okay? So, I'm going to use my rectangle again. It's been helpful to me. Okay, so there's my rectangle. After I draw 2 rows of friends, and I have to draw 2 rows of, what are they called? Oh, Ninjago. Okay, how many total? 16? What number do I know?
16.
I know 2 and 2. 4. I know the 4 rows. I have 4 rows.
4.
Okay? Your eyes up here, please. I have 16 total Lego people. I know that I have 4 rows, so that's why my number's on the side. Okay? Can I multiply my 2 factors?
No.
So therefore I must
Divide.
divide. Repeat after me, please. In this problem.
In this problem.
Look up here, come on. In this problem.
In this problem.
I don't have everybody's eyes.
I don't have any.
In this problem.
In In this problem,
I know the total,
I know the total,
and I know one side.
and I know one side.
So I must divide
So I must divide
to find the other side.
to find the other side.
What is 16 divided by 4?
4,
It is not 2.
4, 4.
4. Check my work. What is 4 times 4?
16.
Okay, so now, the one thing I need you to remember, because one day you're going to be 6th graders and I might be your teacher. And this drives me crazy. I need the complete answer. If the question asks how many Lego people will there be in each row, I have to write a sentence. There will be 4 Lego people in what?
In each row.
Each row. Period.
Period.
Don't forget to punctuate your sentences. A couple of things. One, I wanted to make sure that you understood that when you're doing math, you might have a math problem and you might have a reading problem. I need you to make sure you understand which one is stopping you from getting and making progress. Number 2, I want to recognize that there are many steps at being good at math. One of the most important steps to be good at is knowing what is the important information. So if you're good at this, fantastic. Then you can get good at this starting now. That's fine. Number 3, drawing and showing your thinking and understanding your thinking is so important to math. Make sure you draw accurately and correctly. Okay. Number 4, always try as a teacher to close the lesson. Would you please tell your partner who is closest to me or closest to that wall, partner, you're going to say or explain to your partners what was helpful to understanding, multiplying, dividing, and drawing. Okay? So you're going to say, what was helpful to me today was. All right? It could be the practice. It could be the paper. It could be my drawings. I don't know what it's going to be. All right? Partner B, when your partner's done, you stop too. Okay? All right, so everybody talk. What was helpful to me was. Thank you, boys and girls, for your attention. I hope it was helpful today. Thank you for working in front of your teacher so she can learn more about how you work. And thank you once again. All right.